The tower of the High Clerist pierces the cold sky. The chill wind blows snowy swirls across the Solamnic knights huddled on the battlements. This is their last stand. Behind the pass they guard sits the gleaming city of Palanthus. The wall will be lost if the city falls to the dragon army. All eyes strain south across the rolling plains of Solamnia. The knights hear the distant thunder of a vast horde on the march. An enemy line more than 1,000 strong is sighted moving toward the tower. The knights glance from side to side, divided by politics and their strict code of honor. The knights can only withstand the coming assault if they unite against the common enemy. Welcome to the world of Kryn and the legendary DragonLance.
And we are live. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents Dragons of War, Wait, did I do that right? No. Welcome, take two. Welcome. It's a good thing we're not live. Oh, shit. Welcome, take three. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen.
1, 2, 4.
Take four. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents. I thought that said Handle Fuckbeard. Welcome, Handle Forkbeard in the chat. Huzzah.
But if you want to change your name,
And Brobeard. Yeah, if you want to change your name, I got a good one for you.
Fuckbeard?
Yeah. Anyway, take five. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance, Dragons of War, conclusion, part 2, exclamation point. Vaharoon, evening. Bromenard, evening. I am your dungeon.
my fans.
Okay, now you're doing. Now you're just making me angry. Well,
Tonight playing will be.
yeah, we'll be Michael. Yeah.
Someone has to fill the role.
Someone has
That's
to fill
right.
the role, indeed. Anyway, guys, I am Adam.
Important.
I am your dungeon master for tonight's festivities. Let's introduce the rest of the group. As you can see, Will Player is not here, and he's looking. Again, this picture is amazing to me. I love every
Is it the
minute
one
of
where
it.
he's in the wife beater?
No, the wife beater is my
No.
second favorite picture. This is the one where he's doing like his like white wrapper, arms crossed across his chest. He has a unironically giant New York Giants hat on, covering his glasses. He has a mustache,
All right.
and
Of sorts.
yeah, no, it's definitely a mustache. It's just a weird look. I'm glad that Will now has the goatee. It is a much better look for him than the porn star or pedophile mustache. Your choice. Yikes. Anyway, so let's introduce the people who could bother to be here tonight. Let's start with Gaz.
Hi. I bothered to be here tonight. Oh, right. Yeah. Hi. I'm Gaz.
Yeah.
And I have been playing for quite a while Curlithlon, the half-elf rogue scout. And Curlithlon had a bad time last session. Things just really didn't go his way. So who knows what I'm doing? Why am I even here?
I don't know. You should be the one con today. We should have
Yeah,
Will. At least
really.
he has a living character.
So I got nothing.
Let's move on to other people who have actual characters to play tonight. Kemchan.
Hey guys. So, I don't know if the group has noticed, but I've been very quiet so far. I am slightly hungover. So, I will be less than chatty today. Just ever so slightly. But I am still playing Jadek, our Minotaur pirate captain, and standing in for Flint during the fights.
All right.
That's all I got.
We're giving you a lot to work with tonight, Adam.
Yeah, you really are. All right, and you know what, Michael? We're just gonna go. We're not even gonna bother introducing you. You're trying, I get it, but it's not enough. All right, but you know what? Let's give it one more shot. Michael, who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm Michael, and I'm playing Saren Fogsong, the really cool, most awesome elf you'd ever want to meet. He's got a blue guy he hangs out with, who apparently has something to do with his magic. He doesn't quite know what it is, just a guy that he likes hanging out with. That maybe they go out for beers together, and maybe they have hangovers. I don't know. But, yeah, that's Saren Fogsong, and he's a very important person amongst the Sylvanesti. He has Lady Marathonos' signature in his spell book. He's that important because he actually is a ambassador for the Sylvanesti elves.
Yeah, self-appointed, but still, yeah.
Self-appointed, but that doesn't matter.
Bromanhard cheers 500 bits to Kemchan. Huzzah!
Yay!
So anyway, guys, thank you for joining. As most of us don't want to be here, I'm glad that you guys in chat do. So, and by most of us, half of us, I guess. Well, I guess most of us, because Will counts, and Gary has a good reason because he doesn't have any characters to play. So you can't really. It's really well. And Kemchan is hungover. You know what? That's life, man. What can you do? So
Just a little.
got
Just a little.
Yeah, Will's the one without an excuse. What is he doing? Sitting around, probably. I don't know. What was a good? Were there any besides Vanilla Ice? Were there any white rappers in the 90s?
The 90s?
No, that was it.
That was pretty much it.
Chris Andrew cheers 500 bits to who knows, but huzzah! Oh, to Curly.
Huzzah!
A hype train incoming. I still don't really understand what that means. You will have limited time to earn exclusive emotes. By the way, the only exclusive emote we have is the Wicked Studios emote, which we don't actually, we're not a part of anymore. That being said, you guys can catch us on YouTube and Twitch at Atomic Peanut Butter Group, Wicked Studios 11 on Facebook, and, of course, wherever you listen to podcasts by searching for DragonLance Chronicles until, of course, the cease and desist. And if you like Eberron, which, who doesn't like Eberron? Gaz runs a game.
Mostly people who haven't heard of it.
Oh, that's true. That's because it's not that they don't like it. They just don't know about it. Ignorance doesn't mean distaste.
No, I agree. That's fair.
And Gaz runs on other Fridays. Either we're not here, we play this, or we play Eberron, Morgrave Mythos, where Gaz is the DM. And we'll be back on Halloween-ish, whatever that Friday before Halloween is.
Right,
Saturday,
last weekend of October.
For that, and there's some crazy shit a-brewing. It looks like
if you watched our last episode just a few weeks ago.
I'm not going to spoil it. Yeah. It was mind-blowing ending, guys.
Go back and check it out on YouTube, and hopefully soon on podcast.
Soon on podcast, once I remember to put it up. On podcast, you can only listen to it on Spotify and Amazon Music, but those are still pretty popular ones, I think.
You know, I think that Will might be going for. He might be trying to look like Snow.
What is Snow? Have you been looking up white rappers?
Oh yeah,
Informer.
Oh, that sounds vaguely familiar.
Yeah.
Did he have an accent?
Well,
or he tried to.
I'm an informer. I got a
No,
transformer.
it's Informa.
Oh, that's what it was. I knew it was something. Come on. I had my stupid accent was not that far off. I knew it was something like that. Anyway, guys, let's get down to it. Antecedently on Dragonlance, the War of the Lance has begun. The various races of Kryn have banded together to fight the dragon armies, thanks to the work and impassioned speeches of Minotaur Captain Jadok Oath Entergraph. Not that kind of rogue, Curlithlon, R.I.P. Red Robes of Honesty Wizard Saren Fogsong, possibly anyway. And his magical, sort of imaginary friend, the blue guy, who has a name. What was the name again, Michael?
Rainsinger.
Rainsinger. Lord of the Crown, Sir Dalphatian Malkarite, also R.I.P. Old Hill Dwarf and Flint Fireforge, and Silver-Armed Blacksmith Theros Ironfelt, along with Dwarf of Destiny Armin Karis, in a little guest role. The companions traveled to the city of Palanthas, where the Senate had entered into an agreement with the dragon armies, much like the one the leaders of Tarsus did, that ended in death and destruction of the city. Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Solamnia, Sir Gunther Uthwistan gave them a couple of writs. One to meet Astinus of Palanthas, the famous historian of Kryn, and just really cool guy. I mean, handsome, put together, knows everything, really good guy. To try to convince him to get the Senate to rethink their stance on the dragon armies and to allow them to enter and another one to allow them to enter the High Clerus Tower, a revered site for the Knights of Solamnia and the last bastion to protect the city of Palanthas against ground forces. Also heading to the High Clerus Tower is Derek Crownguard, Knight of the Rose, and main challenger to become the Grand Master of the Knighthood, as well as a retinue of his knights and Althatian's charges, the Knights of the Crown, most of which are very young and very green. After defending off a dragon army attack and rescuing Curlithlon, who was kidnapped by a blue dragon, the companions made their way into the city of Palanthas. After Jadok commissioned some repairs to the Behemoth, as well as 8 exploding harpoons, he and Curlithlon and Flint went gambling, while Sir Alphatian Malkarite and Saren Fogsong went to the Great Library to meet Astinus. After wearing down Bertram, one of the library's aesthetics, they were brought to Astinus' study, but was told he could not meet with them just then, but invited the entire group to dine with him the following evening. The companions reconvened at the Green Dragon Inn, where they got some food and drink from the innkeeper and a halfling named Rory O'Rourke. The next they knew, they woke up not realizing that they had even fallen asleep in the empty, darkened inn. They then heard the familiar voice of Rory the innkeeper saying, "I'm so glad you decided to stay with us. Now is time for a little fun." The seemingly harmless innkeeper was more than he seemed, however, as it turned out to be a leprechaun and created a veritable house of horrors. The other inn patrons had disappeared, as did Curlithlon, because Gary wasn't here. The place wasn't empty, however. The companions were attacked by a horde of vicious draconians, including a monstrous draconian dreadnought, which I don't like and I'm not going to use again. But that wasn't all. Zarek and Gorel also attacked the group, turning into dissipating green smoke once they were defeated. The companions eventually defeated all of the Draconians and found Curlithlon, who was unconscious and locked in a horse stall with a Draconian mage, but not before Rory killed the unconscious Sir Alphatian Malkarite in both my best act as a DM and also worst act as a DM, because if this were a real game, that would just be really fucking shitty. But this is a stream and a podcast, and you guys cheered a lot of bits for me to fuck his shit up. And so I did. But that wasn't the end. Curlithlon and Flint heard the familiar voice of old friend and wizard of the Black Robe, Zane O'Cara, say, "Come, Cyan, it's time to go." And then the inn disappeared in a puff of green smoke. Rory transformed into a huge green dragon as... I guess I missed some stuff here. As Zane said to the group, "I'm sorry, this wasn't the way it was supposed to turn out." And then sorry. As he began to climb upon the dragon's back, Curly raced toward the mage as Saren began casting Polymorph to turn Cyan Bloodbane into a mouse. Cyan and Zane, however, escaped. Zane turned the pair invisible, and the dragon flew them away. Shortly afterward, the group met up with a barbarian named Smeen Baruga, an emissary from Nordmar looking to join in the fight against the dragon armies. And, of course, help convince the rest of Ansalon to fight against them as well. The companions tried to convince the Palanthas Senate to allow their army to join the fight, but the Senate was too concerned about the safety of their own city and sent the companions to the High Claris Tower with just a small retinue of Solamnic knights, led by Sir Tomith Uthshitz. I don't know how I spelled that, but it was really fucking weird. The group then met with the commander of the forces of the tower, Sir Stefan Normandu, and his young squire, Jonathan Tenpenny. Inside the tower, the companions found another dragon orb in the center of what was designed to be a dragon kill chamber. Fogsong was able to assert his will over the orb and begin to learn how to use it. Derek Crownguard arrived a few days later and decided to take the small force of knights and ride against the blue talon of the dragon armies as they camped, leaving only about 50 really green knights and a handful of archers to help the companions defend the tower. Derek and the knights were, of course, slaughtered to a man, and the army turned its sights toward the woefully underdefended tower. However, as the myth goes, as long as men of faith guard the tower, it will not fall. Fogsong, guarded by Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot, used the dragon orb to call the dragons toward the tower in an effort to use the tower's defenses to kill at least 5 of the 6 dragons that were part of the army. It also called the draconian forces who surrounded the tower, only to be engaged by a small band of knights left to guard the entryways. The dragons were slaughtered by Smeen, Jadok, Flint, and a handful of knights as they were drawn into the kill chambers by the orb under Fogsong's control. The orb's effect were far-reaching, however, and caused the Draconians with their dragon bloodlines to go nuts. Some fled, some fought each other, and some still fight off the effects and continue to attack the knights. During the battle, as Kurlithlon guarded the tower with his bow from up high on the battlements, the 6th dragon and its rider approached. Kurlithlon was shocked, although not Gary, because he's been watching the stream from the beginning, to find out that the Blue Dragon High Lord was none other.
And he also read the books.
And he also read the books. Was none other than his childhood friend. Your microphone sounds. Are you going through your camera mic or your actual mic? You sound a little quiet, by the way, more so than usual.
I will work on that. You continue.
I'm going to continue on. I got a little more to go. Yeah. Anyway. Kurlithlon, shocked to find the Blue Dragon High Lord to be none other than his childhood friend and one-night stand, Kitiara Uthmatar. Kit offered for him to join her, but Curly refused. Kit and her dragon, Sky, attacked. All the while, Curly tried to understand what had turned his one-time friend into his now enemy. Kit, the superior swordswoman, proved to be too difficult as Curly tried to reason with her, and he dodged her sword strikes and shot arrow after arrow at Sky. But finally, Curly was struck down by Kit and fell lifelessly onto the snow-covered battlement as the battle between Knight and Draconian raged down below. But before we get back to the Battle of the High Claris Tower, we open our story 5 years prior. We are in the Two Doors Tavern in Kyrie, just southeast of Salanthus, the capital of Solamnia. It is late. The crowd is thin. Just a handful of knights laughing, drinking, and playing cards. The innkeeper, Miria Uth-Lestran, a middle-aged, heavy-set redhead with a smile on her face as she looked over the knights. Her hearty laugh and kind eyes reminded both Kurlithlon and Kitiara of Odic Sandeth, the innkeeper of the Inn of the Last Home in Solace. It has only been 4 months since Kit and Curly left the inn and their group of friends, Gorell, Zarek and his twin brother Zane, and the father figure to the group, Flint Fireforge. But it seemed like an eternity. Almost another lifetime. Rumors of war floated easily among the knights and other citizens of Solamnia. Exclamations of excitement could be heard around bars and taverns as the now disgraced knighthood thought they could relive their former glory. Curly and Kit were not interested in war, however. They were here to find information about their respective families and lineage, as both were left orphans as children. Kitiara drinks down another glass of blood-red wine and goes to fill it again, but the bottle is empty. Miriam, she calls from the table she and Curly share by the fire, a little bit of a distance away from the knights. Another bottle.
Kit, that's like what, the third one? I mean, maybe we slow down, huh?
Another bottle.
All right. One more. It's been a day.
It has been a day. So Miriam, after a moment, brings another bottle of expensive elven wine you guys have been drinking, and which has been very hard to find in Ansalon. And Kit has been paying for each of them, as it's a little too rich for Curly's blood here. Miriam opens the bottle and says, "Don't tie one on too much, okay? It's getting late, and then this is last call." Kit tosses her a steel piece and an extra one as a tip. Although you're not entirely sure, Curly, it may have just fallen out of her hand, but Miriam definitely picks it up off the table, and walks away, tending to the knights on the other side of the room. Figures, doesn't it? Kit says to you.
What's that?
Your father, a knight of much renown and glory. You even got a little keepsake out of our trip up north. Mine, a disgrace. A drunk, she says, and she holds the bottle up high and takes a swig from it before pouring more wine into her glass and then into yours.
Come on, Kit, that doesn't mean anything.
A disgrace. And even then, I wasn't good enough to keep.
Come on. A disgrace. Honestly, if you had asked me before we found out, I would expected the opposite. There's no reason to think that because your father was something that you're going to become something any more than I'm going to become a legendary knight. Like, that's not going to happen. So
no, probably not.
Why are you worried about it?
All I've ever wanted was to be someone important. To show the world, to show my parents that they were wrong in abandoning me.
You are important.
No.
You're important to us. You're important to me.
She looks at you and gives you that crooked smile, and says, "We've known each other a long time, Curly. A long
Pretty much
time.
our whole lives."
What did you expect to find when you came up here to Solamnia?"
Honestly, I didn't know. Part of me just thought I needed to go look for something because everyone else seemed to have a real idea of what they were going out to search for. And, I didn't know who my biological father was, but, my parents were my parents. And I was okay with that. So I don't know what I came here for. What did you come here for?
I was hoping to find purpose. To find something of what my life could have been, should have been. And now I know. What do you think of all these rumors of war? What do you think it could be?
Who knows? I kind of just want to head back home. I want to go back and be in Solace where we don't have to worry about stuff like that.
But is
Rumors
Solace
of
home?
war.
Is it home? Is it really? Is that where we
It's
belong?
home enough. I mean, look at this place, look at this tavern we're in. If we were back at Odix and you could smell those spiced potatoes and you could hear Tika's laughter, wouldn't you feel at home?
I suppose. But that town has always been so small. We're
Sometimes
bigger
small's okay.
than that town. We're bigger. At least I thought we were.
You definitely are, Kit.
No, maybe not. She drains her glass of wine. Let's make a pact. What do you say?
Well, I'm kind of drunk, but not drunk enough to not know what's in the pact first.
Oh, of course. Of course. Nothing gets by you, Curlithlan. Let's make a pact that you and I and our friends, Zarek and Zane, weakly little magician that he wants to be, Flint.
Now, come on, be nice to Zane. He can't help how he's built.
No, he can't. I see great things in him as well. One day, maybe. Why not? And of course, my big bro, Gorell. Let's make a pact. When we go back in 5 years and meet up with the rest, let's be something. Let's be someone. Let's show the world who we are.
All right, Kit. All right. Let's do that.
She drains her glass again, and then, stumbling, leans over and then just plants one on you.
And, Curly's into it.
And that is where we pick up with Kitiara standing over the body of Curlithlan. None of the player characters can see what's going on. However, down below in the other courtyard to directly to the south, where Curlithlan is kind of southeast, Flint Fireforge comes out, his battle axe in hand, ready to fight the Draconians, help the three knights that are standing there. There's bodies on the ground, some knights, some Draconians. He hears first a crackle and then the boom of the lightning breath as it hits the battlement above and slightly over his left shoulder. He sees Curlithlan standing there, locked in combat between this figure in blue dragon armor. the figure has taken off their helmet, but all Flint can see, and you know what? Flint's not a young dwarf anymore. His eyes aren't what they used to be. Sees these matted brown curls, could be black, hard to tell because of all the sweat. It is snowing still, a light snow, it's not heavy. But he sees Curlithlon there, and he looks at them, and with a combination of rage and terror in his eyes as Curlithlon drops to the ground out of sight from where Flint is standing. "My boy!" he yells. "Smeen, Jadek, we need you!" It is still Kitiara's turn. She, as we move back into the turn order, she sheathes her sword, climbs back onto the back of Sky, fixes her helmet, and says to the dragon, "Pick him up. We're going." It is now Sky's turn. Conveniently in the turn order. Let me move you guys back to the map here. I'm going to zoom out a bit. And then move everybody over a little bit so we can see where everyone is. Sky, in his giant blue scaly talons, picks up the body. The only one looking at this right now is Flint Fireforge, and he's yelling, "We need you!" He then flies off as far as a dragon can fly.
I'm guessing that's pretty far.
It is pretty far. He can 80 feet, and he doesn't really have an action, so it's 160 feet. Flies back close to the mountains. Curly and Kit with him. I'm just going to leave him there just so his turn.
Bye, everybody!
If only you could say that. Jadek, you hear Flint yelling for help and yelling, "My boy."
I run out to him.
All right, so we'll say that with your movement,
Is he on the map?
you're here, Flint's down here, down straight down at 6 o'clock. I'm going to just zoom in, so we're just looking at that battlefield a little bit closer. So basically, you can get down to, just down below the stairs there, from where you are, we'll say, as a double move.
Okay.
You were already heading in that direction anyway. Gary, you should have access to Will's token and character sheet as well.
I'm down there.
Yeah, you can move a little bit further down, just to the bottom of the stairs if you want.
Yeah. Okay, I see.
The good news is you still have all of your actions and stuff like that too. You don't really know Flint, so you do see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Baz Draconians, a Sivak Draconian, a Bozak, and a K-Pack. 3 knights, and Flint is looking up over his right shoulder to that other battlement. As you look up and follow that, you see the dragon fly off with the limp body of Curlithlon in its grasp.
Okay.
So you still have a bonus action if you wanted to action surge, or you can... You don't have to, or whatever bonus action you have and you can use.
All right. So Jadek sees Curlithlon in his grasp, and it's starting to fly off. How far is it?
It is very far away from you.
It's already very far away.
Yeah, because it was already about. Well, let's see. Yeah, it started off 60 feet away, another 100 feet, so like 160 feet away from you, and now it's 160 feet away from that. So it's 360 feet away from you. Nope, 320 feet away
It's
from you.
practically gone. Okay.
Yeah. You also see
right,
that
so-
while most of the Draconians in the other courtyard there are kind of in disarray and attacking each other and fleeing, the group here, for the most part, seems to be holding it together under the command of that giant silver Draconian. But you can tell that things aren't great with them, but they're holding it together here and are looking to enter the tower.
Okay. Okay, so seeing the dragon and the situation at hand, I'm gonna focus my attention on the dragon. So I have this wand of binding that I have picked up.
Okay, Wand of Binding.
Yeah. And I forgot about for a while. But I'm gonna.
I think that was fairly recently, though, right? I think that was just in this tower you got that.
I don't think so. Anyway, point is, I'm gonna try binding the dragon.
Well, let's see.
So it can't fly away. Further away.
One has 7 charges. It requires attunement by a spellcaster. So 1, I don't think you're a spellcaster. 2, you're not attuned. But let's see, even just for the sake of good TV, let's see if this thing would even work if you can, and then we'll let you roll just to see if you can use it anyway. 1 is 7 charges for the following properties. It regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a 20 and a 1. The wand crumbles into ashes and is destroyed. While holding this wand, you can use the action to expend some of its charges to cast one of the following spells. Spell save DC: Hold Monster or Hold Person. So let's look at Hold Monster. Choose a creature that you can see within range. The range is 90 feet.
Okay. So it won't work.
But that was a really good call, though.
Okay. All right.
But I'll tell you
So
what.
I would
I'll tell
probably
you, if you
do
roll
that.
me
What?
2 rolls, you can succeed both of them.
Okay.
I'll let you give it a shot. One is a D100. You pick high or low. You got a 35% chance of being able to use it.
Okay. I'll go high.
And you're also gonna have to use your action surge to be
Ah,
able...
90.
All right, so you're able to use it. Now you are using your action surge to be able to use this, by the way. So you won't have that anymore.
Okay.
At least until you get a long rest or whatever the deal is. All right. I'm going to need you to roll another D100, 35% chance to see if you can do this before this thing gets out of range. So high or low?
Low. Why is it doing that? Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to go low this time.
Okay.
Oh,
96.
96.
You pull out the wand. You think really hard. You click your heels 3 times. And you feel like...
That sounded dirty, by the way.
Thank you. You feel like you could do it, but by the time you kind of get comfortable with it and get it out of your pocket or wherever you kept it, that it's just a little too far out of reach, and it's not going to work.
Okay. All right, that's fair.
But
So I didn't.
you
use
didn't
a
use any
charge now.
charges,
Oh,
so you
okay.
still have all the charges, which is the good news.
All right, that's fine. So now I'm going to turn my attention to what's in front of me here.
Oh yeah, because you do have multiple attacks.
Yes.
I did forget about that.
Okay. What's this character down here with this blue dot? Is that
That
mean he's dead or what?
that's a great question. That is Sir Thomas Uthshitz.
Oh, okay.
And the other two guys who look just like him but do not have the blue dot, those are the other knights.
Gotcha. All right.
Which
So
forgot
I
to
will
open
rush
up.
ahead and attack. What the hell just happened? That's weird.
You're bringing Flint with you.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
You
So
must have.
Flint got attached to there. So I was trying to move by him, and it just kind of
Yeah,
moved
I'll
with
move
me.
him back where he was. There you go.
There we go. All right. So yes, I will attack that higher ranking looking dragon.
This dude here.
Yes, that one.
All right, that one is. That one looks like the Bozak. Okay.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, you have
All
one
right.
less attack than you normally would, by the way.
Okay. Scimitar speed 26.
Yeah, that's gonna hit this dude, sure.
Well, 12 slashing.
Right. He will take all of that. I'm assuming you have more attacks.
Yep.
I think you have 3 instead of 4 with that scimitar speed bullshit, right?
Right.
Because normally you would have 4, but you used your 1, so.
Right. 14 hit.
No.
Okay.
Close, but no cigar.
All right. One more attack then. 28. For the 12 slash.
That will hit.
Nice.
And that's it for you? You don't want to use any inspiration
And-
points, so you just got 5 of them.
Oh, it was 5. Oh.
Yeah, you got
okay,
the
yes, I
full
will.
500, man. And Curly did too. Curly's got
Awesome,
some death
awesome.
saves to use
Thank
them
you
on.
for that. Sure, why not? I will use an inspiration point. Attack again. That's scimitar. Ah, damn it.
12 is
12.
not gonna do it.
Screw it. I'm burning one.
Keep going. Use them up. I hate those things. Unless there's
Oh,
like an
God damn it,
epic
14.
battle, which was amazing last time. Oh, again, so close, but yet so far. By the way, spoiler alert: his AC's 15.
Nah.
No, you don't want to use it anymore.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna I'm gonna use my hammer and horns. Oh no! Wait, I already used my bonus action.
Yeah,
didn't
you
I?
already used your bonus action.
Okay, no, then I'm done.
Actually,
I'll
no,
just
you
stop
get a new
there.
bonus action because you action surged.
And I was just going to say that.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
Oh,
Bromenard
okay.
says
Okay.
why he gave you the 5 was for your dedication to your art and fans for showing up to play with a hangover. At 9 a.m. or whatever time it is in the morning there, too. Yeah.
It was 8 in the morning
8. Oh, yeah. Oof.
on a Saturday.
It'll soon be 9. We'll be changing in November, so it'll be 9 a.m. for you again.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No idea what that means to Garrett because his times change like every 2 minutes, it seems like.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
randomly, by the way, it's an hour ahead. Like, what? Like, what just happened?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now it's 32:55.
Wow.
32:55.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
New
what time it
Zealanders,
is. Here.
man. It's Kiwi time.
All right.
Yeah.
It's how many Kiwis are actually fall from the tree at any specific moment.
I used to know a girl from New Zealand. back in the 90s. She actually sent me a little kiwi thing, a little stuffed kiwi thing from New Zealand. So.
And if you're watching now,
Kinda cool.
Michael still remembers.
I do.
That's right.
It was pretty sweet.
Though he may not still have the stuffed kiwi.
I think I got it got lost somewhere along the way.
But not
that's
lost
too
in
bad.
your heart.
Yeah,
And that's the important thing.
The kiwi lives in your heart.
As kiwis should. All right, Jadek, are you finally done, or are you going to use your bonus action?
Her name was
gorge this
Alice.
guy?
No, I'm gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him with the hammering horns.
All right,
He's got to do his strength save.
strength save.
DC
Okay,
15.
6. Okay,
Nope.
he missed.
Nope. So he gets knocked back 10 feet.
All right, well, he'll get knocked back about 5 feet and knock over into this dude here. But anyway, he's not right next to you anymore.
Okay.
Okie doke. Is that it for you?
Yes, that's it for me.
Sivak Draconian moves over here. Going to attack this knight. Once I can find one of these many screens I have open. Did I not? No, I didn't pick up the Sivak Draconian. By the way, guys, Michael has some stuff on Amazon, a book, I believe. Michael, why don't you give us a little talk about that, just real quick?
Sure. It's called Fire Fallen, all one word, Fire Fallen. It's a story of a young stable hand who becomes a knight and does some stuff because it's kind of exciting, but I don't want to give too much away. I'm actually working on the second volume of it, or actually second and third,
Nice.
because they go hand in hand together.
So will this be a trilogy?
Yes, no.
So maybe a quadrilogy?
I don't know. There's definitely material for another one, but I don't know, that might get worked into the third one. I haven't like got to that point yet,
So we'll call it a trilogy plus. I think that's the the verbiage we use in the biz. The book
there's
biz.
definitely a trilogy. I don't know if it'll be another one after that or if it'll wrap up nicely in the third one. Kind of trying to put the things together so it doesn't get too long. So yeah.
Cool.
Still tell a understandable story without it being, just a bunch of fluff. That's why I'm like, there could be 3 more but for a nice solid story, there's 2. So yeah.
Nice. Well, check that out on Amazon. Fire Fallen. Who wants to roll the 35 the percentile die to see if our dude, the Sivak Draconian, is going to lose his sword? 15. So what happens is he walks up over to this knight, swings with this big serrated sword, and the knight lifts his shield and smashes it away. He goes with the second one thinking, I'm going to get this knight. The knight says, not so fast, my friend. Takes the shield, bashes it away, and it actually hits the whatever this is, the Boz Draconian next to him for that damage, which is 16. Oh shit. This guy can hit. And then, though, he swoops around, uses his tail, knocks the knight temporarily to his knees, and the knight will take 9 bludgeoning damage. But the knight has got plenty more hit points where that came from. Archer. We got one archer who could do something here. He's going to shoot at the Sivak. Yeah, he makes 2 attacks with his longbow. 16 and a 12. The 16 just hits for 5 piercing. Great job. All right. Draconian Mage. Can't really do anything right now, I don't think. But who knows? What's a Draconian Mage? Is that in the modules? Nope. It's from the new book of DragonLance, which I kind of like the idea of a Draconian Mage, so I'm throwing it in there. He's got 3 fucking spells. Is this... Am I supposed... He's gonna go invisible and just wander off, because what a stupid... Yeah, I'm just gonna even just
Very effective.
take him right off the board. He's done. He's getting out of there. He's gonna save himself. To start a new life. He's gonna move to like a sleepy beach town and write mystery novels.
Nice. Okay, great.
Knight's turn. Oh, of course the knights don't work the way that they should. All right, they have 2 actions with the well, yeah, I guess it's a greatsword. So he parried with a greatsword, not with a shield. Sue me. This is going to be +5 to hit with his 2 attacks. And I'm going to move this over here where it should be anyway, so you guys at home can see the battle map. Not the battle map, the turn order. All right, here we go. 2d20, +5 each. The 16 will hit, the other one won't. So we'll get how much damage? 2d6 +3 slashing. So 8 damage to the big guy, the Sivak. This one is going to run down here toward... Actually, no, he's going to run here and try to finish off that Bozak. Again, this is +5 for both of these rolls. Both will hit, and he's not going to have enough hit points to make that, so he is going to be dead, dead, dead. All right, and then, our boy, Uthshits, he's going to come down here and just kill himself go shoulder to shoulder to Jadek and just kill himself a fucking Baz. Also +5. Oh, hits twice. All right, so that's 4d6 +6. So, oh, did pretty well. Almost got him. So 18 points of damage. And that is it for the knights. K-Pack Draconian is going to attack this knight. I shouldn't have put that all the way over there. You do. Dagga. 19, I believe, will hit, and a 21 should hit. Oof. So 24 points of damage between piercing and poison from this thing. This knight is looking about half as good as he did before. All right, Boz Draconians. Ugh, too many. Boo. I should have... Kill some of these. All right, multi-attack with a trident. Don't just do it two-handed. Why not? Fuck it. 4 attacks against that knight who just got his ass handed to him. Miss. Hit. I don't think a 14 will miss. Miss and miss. So he only got hit once. Let's double check. 18 is their AC. For 6 piercing. These guys are bullshit. -6. Alright. Now we're going to get... he's going to move up here. So, I'm going to go 4 against Jadek, 2 against Uthshits. Just because you're a PC and you're hungover. And you can't defend yourself. Alright. Two-handed tridents. So 4 against you. 22. 15. 12.
None of that hits.
None of them hit. None of them.
hit.
I'm not even going to waste inspiration against your hero.
Go ahead. Do it.
I forgot. Yeah. You know
Do
what?
it.
You know what? Fuck you. I am going to do it. I have to find my book to see how many I have. Is this the book?
And after those misses and clinks on his armor, that's what Jadek does. He'll go, do it. Go ahead.
Let's see what you got.
Bring it.
I don't know where I have my... What book I have my list of all of my things. It should be this one, but I do not see it. Maybe it's further back. Oh, here we go. I got 14 of these bastards. All right. Well, 13 now because I'm using one. And let's see. You know what? If none of them hit, I'm going to use 3 of them. Make it an even... 4 of them. Make it an even 10. Just redo all of them. All right. Damn.
Nope.
Shit. Oh,
Nope.
come on.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
That was a waste. All right. Your hubris wins today. All right. 2 against. I can probably kill Uthshits. He only has an 18. Nope. And a nat 1. Kemchan, roll me a percentile die.
You got it.
I'm not going to waste a inspiration point on Uthshits.
33 exactly.
Wow. Yeah. So this guy, he just takes his trident and he's gonna, and it slips out of his hand and flies over Uthshits and lands up on these stairs over here somewhere.
Oh, okay.
So let's remember that this guy who will be dead
I was
soon.
hoping it would impale somebody.
You know what? With your 33, sure. Let's impale this guy. They don't do much damage.
Yeah.
3 piercing to his friend.
Okay.
But he holds on to
So it gets
his,
rid
what do you call it? Saren, I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Alright, you make it.
Alrighty.
All of these Draconians are going to need to make also a wisdom saving throw. What's your spell DC? Oof.
My spell DC
Oh
is
boy.
17.
Well, the first guy made it. We're going left to right. I'm sorry. Yeah, left to right. Oof. Damn. Nope. The first guy made it. The other ones did not. And let's do Sivak. Oof. And K-Pack is over here. All right, so the K-Pack and this guy made it. I am going to use an inspiration on the Sivak, since I was supposed to actually add +2 to that roll, and I did not. And it didn't matter. Okay. All right. They're probably a little fucked up. Curliflon, I'm going to need a death saving throw from you, my friend. I have all sorts of weird pictures of Will.Playa. Yes, it's a binder. I have one. I have a hard copy as well as digital versions.
Sorry, this will just
I
take a
don't
second. I
wanna know what
didn't
those
even
hard
have
copies are
Curler
for.
open.
Just roll a d20.
No, I must roll a death save from Curlithlon. Nice. Oh, that's a fail. I'm gonna use an inspiration point.
Okay.
I only have 2.
Oh yeah, you used a lot of them.
I used most of them. Oh
Oh,
no!
one! I think you're gonna use that other one.
I
Otherwise,
gotta
you're gonna
use
have 2
my
fails.
last inspiration point here. Whew! Okay.
All right, you saved by the skin of your teeth and the inspiration points of our viewers.
Yes, I literally have no more. Oh, wait, actually,
Actually, he gave
I
you
do
5.
have more inspiration points because now I have. So I have now 5 inspiration.
You have 5
points.
now. Yeah. All right, Bozak are going to turn on each other. Oh wait, the Bozak is dead. He's never mind. He's not gonna do it. Smeen.
Smeen.
Gary, you can move Smeen down to the bottom of these stairs, wherever he is on the map. It doesn't matter.
I don't actually know where he is on the map. I was looking for Smeen, and I actually don't.
Huh.
Wait,
Oh,
no, okay,
here he
there's
is. He's
Smeen.
way up here.
Yep, found him. I cannot select Smeen.
What?
I can open his sheet, but I cannot actually select his token.
Alright, you should be able to now.
I can, yes. Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you for doing your best to make sure that Will's character dies.
I'm working on it.
All right.
Okay. So yes, Smeen is going to. Well, I mean, he's a barbarian, right? He's going to rage.
That's right, he is.
Rage.
Does he have any projectile weapons?
I don't know. Anything around here he can throw?
No. Oh, really?
Come on.
If Kemchan didn't make me use that other Boz Draconian's trident to kill it, to attack his friend, there would have been a trident right there he could have thrown.
Smeen's gonna throw his vicious maul.
Maybe can he act? No, he's a barbarian. He can't action surge. He's not part.
No, but he frenzies, so he get like a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Just move him into the fray. Who the fuck cares?
Yeah, that's where he's going. He's just gonna go right up there.
Yeah. Pick a spot. You put him in the spot. Who cares? We're playing fast and loose with the.
There we go. There you go. He's going right in. Actually, no. He's going for the big guy.
Oh yeah.
He's going right in there.
There you go.
All right.
And he's gonna go ahead and attack. Let's see. What is this? He's using his Warhammer +3 raging. There we go.
All right.
25.
Oh.
Yes, of course that hits.
Okay. And that'll do 11 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay.
Oh yeah, I only rolled a 1 for damage. Okay.
Wow,
and then,
he only rolled a
bonus-
1 and it's still 11. Okay.
Yeah. Bonus action to attack again.
He gets 2 attacks already.
Oh, he gets
anyway.
normally gets his
Or
how many
3.
actions?
I think he has 3 attacks. He's a level 11.
3.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm actually gonna get 4 attacks here. Then.
All right, that hits.
Okay, so another 17 damage.
This guy's on the ropes.
Attack
Nice.
number 3 is 20 to hit.
Hits.
Okay, that's another 15 damage.
Yikes.
And then the bonus action attack. Well, that's
That
only a
just
16.
hits. That just hits,
Oh.
and there is no way you're going to get under 16x under 6. So you do. Yes, Mean comes in and just sees a fight. Yeah. And then just fucks this dude up, and he is dead.
Yeah, that last hit is just this massive uppercut swing and just like flies up and knocks it down.
Yeah, lifts him up off of his feet, hits up against the wall of the courtyard. You can like there's like the crumble of like debris that comes down, the pebbles that come down off of this thing as he cracks the stonework, and then slides to the ground. That being said, turns into Smeen.
Oh, that's a little disconcerting.
Yes, and it's like a shrieking image of Smeen as he lays there dead.
Okay.
So it's super creepy, but also one more off the board. Sir Tasselhoff Burfoot has wandered off. You don't know where he is anymore. You got your own problems. Fox Song. Kitiara and Sky are flying away. Jadek.
Technically, I still do have Rainsinger standing by with my owl familiar sitting on his shoulder, but
Is he going to stop Tasselhoff from wandering off?
he won't stop Tasselhoff wandering off. But if I get attacked, I would think my familiar could at least let me know.
Yes. All right, Jadek.
All right. Attacking that Draconian in front. right in front of me. Scimitar. 14. That hit?
I don't know. I don't think so, but maybe. Oh shit! It's exactly 14. Yeah, the one right below you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get him.
All right. 9 slashing.
All right.
Second attack. 25.
That
10
hits.
slashing.
Oof, he's almost
Third
dead.
attack. 17. 11 slashing.
He is dead. What I'm gonna need you to do is roll me a dexterity saving throw
Oh.
as he turns to stone to see if you can get that sword out. The only reason you're getting this is because it's a magical weapon.
14.
No, your sword is stuck inside this
Oh
stone.
no! I'm burning a inspiration.
All right.
19.
You are able to swiftly, with your scimitar of speed, get it out of this
There you go.
body as it turns to stone. But now
Sweet.
we got a stone body.
And then I kick it over so it crumbles.
Yeah, sure, why not? That's cool. Yeah.
It crumbles.
All right.
It crumbles into pebbles in front of all the other draconians, and I'm like, ha!
And
Another fallen before the captain of the behemoth.
the one next to him says, Dad? All right. Are you done, Jadok?
With that comment of dead from the other guy, Jadok goes, Jadok the Widowmaker! Ah! Yes, and now I'm done.
All right, that's fair. That's all you really needed to do. All right. Archer is going to go after this guy here. 2 longbow attacks. A hit. And a hit. For 16 piercing. Draconian Mage is off the board. Knights. I gotta roll these things. +5. I'm just gonna do all of them right now. So that's each of these are +5. These 4 rolls. One will hit. We'll say that Uthshitz kills this guy because he was already mostly dead. And it is the Capac Draconian's turn. A couple things are going to happen. First, this one is going to dagger our friend the knight. Oh, missed. Missed twice. And then another one is going to appear in this circle. I don't know if you can hold an action as a whatever Rain Singer is. Can you, Michael?
What's that now?
Can Rain Singer hold an action?
I mean, if you let him.
Then no.
But otherwise, my familiar can, come down and, annoy me.
Yeah.
But
So, this thing is going to throw 2 daggers at the orb. First one is going to miss. Second one is going to miss. The orb seems to have like its own force field around it where it sort of clanks off open space, open air. But that's what it tries to do here. Boz are yeah, it's your turn hasn't passed yet, so they're still attacking. Actually, it's their turn now, so they're gonna make wisdom saving throws. 17 was your DC, Michael?
17, yep.
No, not even close. Not even close. They're gonna this guy is just gonna turn and walk away. Jadek, you can get an attack of opportunity because this guy doesn't even seem to know what's going on. And also Uthshitz is gonna get an attack of opportunity. Oops, I rolled 2, it should only be 1 the first one. Plus 5.
21.
Will not hit. You will hit for 7 slashing, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Uthshitz misses, and this guy is down here. These two are going to attack each other. One hits his friend. He hits a second time. His friend hits back. I thought for sure I was going to roll 4 15s in a row. I only got 3, and then a 13. Alright, so the dude number 1 gets 9 damage to him, while his friend gets but 5 damage. And this dude is right here next to the knight and Flint. Flint is supposed to go. We've totally forgot about Flint. Flint's supposed to go on your turn, Jadek, and we keep forgetting about him.
Yeah.
This guy just sits down. He just sits down on the ground.
The one in front of Flint?
Well, the one in front of Flint, another knight, yeah, just sits down on the ground, so he'll have advantage on anyone who wants to attack him. Fog Song.
Sure. Do I have to maintain concentration? I know I'm not really aware of what's going on around me, but am I aware of anything at all? Did I even know that these daggers came flying in and missed?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
So let's go ahead and try that again. 17.
17, you are aware of what's going on.
All right. So if I'm aware of what's going on,
and you have a choice. You can either continue fucking up the Draconians, or you can do something.
yeah, and there's quite a few of them out there yet who are definitely a risk.
And even though you can't see them, you can feel their presence through the orb.
Yeah. So I can still cast spells through my familiar, though. Am I able to do that currently?
Because you passed your save, I'll let you do it. Sure.
Okay.
But you're gonna have a disadvantage on that wisdom save to continue using the orb.
That's fine. So I'm gonna have the owl fly out there, and see, it has to be a touch type spell.
Bromar says, well, Sidorin is there, and Bromar didn't see him at first. So he felt obligated to point out that his dad, the Draconian's dad, would not be there, as Draconians are created from corrupted dragon eggs. I know, but it's funny that way. And it would have been even worse because I almost said mom, but there are no female Draconians. So, at least at this time period. So...
All right, so I create a bonfire underneath. So the owl flies over. A bonfire is created underneath where the creature is standing, and of course the owl then flies away with its flyby.
Okay.
So any creature in this bonfire space when I cast the spell must make a dex save.
All right. That's
about the only touch spell I have. So. It's pathetic, but
14, he'll miss, I guess.
All right, and it's only 1d8 of damage, so it's 5.
Okay, well, he'll take it.
So it might not have been the best there, but Should have. I should have upcast it too. I could have upcast that. But that's
Well.
all right.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda, I suppose.
Yeah, but I just kept a cantrip level, so that's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna need you to make that wisdom saving throw with disadvantage, if you wouldn't mind.
Alrighty. So I'm just gonna do it again and again. 20.
There you go. All right, you're good. That 8 would have been fun, but
Yeah.
all right, mark those off your character sheet. Curlithlon, I'm going to need a death saving throw from you, my friend.
All right, fine. Yeah,
All right, that's 2 saves.
still alive. I'm gonna go for a walk soon. I feel happy.
I'm still alive. Bozak, I think, are off the board. Although that actually is supposed to be the Bozak, not a K-Pack. So he will actually go, I guess, because I got one here. He is going to use he's going to breathe lightning at that thing twice.
Oh,
18 is not going to do it, and 8 will not do it. Well, the 18 actually hits it, and you feel the electricity go through. Your hair actually stands on end, and your fog hat goes up in the air and on top of the hair, which is pretty comical if anyone was there to see it. But does not do any damage to the orb itself. Unfortunately, he was very close to doing it though. Smeen.
Smee is still raging, so he is going to, I guess, attack the closest Draconian.
You
the one
will
right
have
here.
advantage because he is sitting cross-legged on the floor.
Oh, well. This is going to be ugly then.
Yes, this is not going to be pretty. He also only has 6 hit points, so
Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, he's gonna take his. Can he break up his attack?
yeah. Once he kills this guy, he can continue moving on and
I'm
attack
just
somebody else.
seeing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he will be able to too. Good. All right. So yeah, for that first attack should
Yes.
probably take out that 14
Yeah,
points.
he is dead.
So he just starts running, and just as he goes by that one, he just
And the head
Right in the
goes
head.
flying off. It turns to stone, by the way. This stone head, now luckily Flint is a dwarf, so it goes over Flint's head and crashes onto the staircase below.
nice. And then he charges to this other Draconian over here and
Alright.
continues to attack. That'll be another hit
Yep.
for 20 points of damage.
This guy also
Damn.
turns to stone. However, you are using a hammer, which is good. So he just crashes into his friend here, who slides out of the way. And this guy is we'll put a big X on him to show that he is. Oops, wrong one. I'm just gonna. Well, no. Fuck it. Doesn't matter. The guy with the X is the guy that is standing. The guy with not the X is the guy that's stone. So we'll just do it that way.
Speed's still got 5 feet of speed anyway, so he's gonna go ahead and attack that last one.
Sure, why
Just
not?
step over the other guy.
Yeah.
Step over the stone.
Hits.
For 18 points of damage.
He's dead.
Oh, he didn't get to. Wait, there's one more there. There's one more.
This one is here.
Okay, so then he's gonna use his bonus action
Wait.
attack
Oh, there, the bonus action. I forgot about the bonus action.
for 17 to hit.
That will hit.
For 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
This guy, unfortunately for him, is still alive.
But playing Smeen is fun.
Well, you know what? You need a character, so you might as well just take Will's. He's not going to be here for a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Sir
Thanks, Will.
Tasselhoff Burfoot. Nobody knows where he is. Kitiar Sky. Jadek. The only one left is
So-
this K-Pack over here.
Okay, so let me get this straight. After Jadek kicks over the one he killed and declared himself Jadek the Widowmaker.
Smeen killed
Smeen comes
4.
over. 4.
He's just
Beating
running,
in
just
skull.
screaming and smashing things with hammers. There is stone chips flying everywhere.
You're not sure which were draconians, which was just previously statuary. He's just
Right.
hitting everything.
He's just raging and crushing things
Yeah.
down hammer. Jadek sees him flying by like, okay. And now he feels challenged. So he'll run over to this guy and attack him.
All right. Last man standing. Well, last draconian standing, I suppose.
All right, 27 slashing.
Dude, you know how many hit
Second
points he has left?
7.
1.
No.
He had 8. You did 7. He's got 1 left.
Second attack. 22 for 11 slash.
Hits. The good news is, I'm gonna need Smeen the Knight and Jadek to make a saving throw, dexterity saving throw. It's only DC 12.
All right.
So you're not gonna take anything because, well, no, you're not a rogue. I forgot that was not you.
Nope.
Oh, no, I'm burning a inspiration.
Well, actually, you still don't take anything because you. All right, you're good.
There we go.
And then my knight friend.
22.
Where the fuck did the knight go? There he is. He has +0 to this. Five. He is covered in acid for 1 minute, and basically, as somebody will be able to scrape the acid off of him after this first turn, but he will take. Actually, you know what? We're gonna say he takes 3d6 turns as somebody's trying to get this off of him. For 11 points of damage. Yeah, he's still up. He has 11 left. Okay, so we still forgot about Flint. Flint is still just staring in disbelief as to what's been going on. He's yelling out for Curlithlon. Oh wait, we still have. We're not done yet. You guys think we're done. However, there is a it is Fogsong's turn actually.
So I'm aware that these critters are gone, right? Or these draconian.
Yeah, basically. Well, again, there's still others there that are kind of fleeing or fucked up or whatever.
Yeah.
So you kind of figure that at this point you can just fuck this shithead up and you'll be okay.
So what I do is I kind of like glance up for a moment, and you can see I'm just like almost have taken on the orb itself into my entire visage. And I kind of like glance out at this guy standing in a bonfire. So I reach down into my robe there, into the bandolier, pull out my wand of fireballs, reach out through the tiny hut, say the magic word, and he'll take 20 points of damage if he fails the dex save.
I lost my Bozak. All right. He'll still be up, actually, if he.
And it's DC 15 with the wand.
He would actually make it, so he'll take 10. Is that right? It was 20 if he missed, or 20
Yep.
if he. Yeah. All right. So he is still up, and he's gonna.
And I pull my hand back inside of the tiny hut, so I'm completely within the hut.
Is the orb
Actually,
with
I-
you?
pull the orb in with me. Yeah.
Okay. Then he gets annoyed and can't do anything, which is fine because I don't have his sheet open. Stuff happens. It is your turn now, by the way, because we're just gonna use. We're just gonna go back and forth.
Right.
None of you have any idea this would be happening.
I just blast him again then.
Sure.
And actually this time I'm going to let loose with, let's see, a wand of fireballs. Has 7 charges. I used 1. Got to keep 1, so 5.
This is gonna fuck him up.
Let's see here.
He has 25 hit points left, though, guys, and a +2 to his dex save.
I got to double check here real quick. If roll 20 would go faster, that would be amazing. Okay, and actually I rolled light the first time, so it's going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 d6. Like I rolled it backwards. It should have been 8d6, but it's this time it'll be 13d6. So 44 or 22.
So he still has a chance to be alive here.
Has a chance to be alive, yeah.
15, 16, 17.
So he takes 22 more damage.
He has 3 left.
I pull my hand back in.
He can't do anything because he's fucked, and you could just kill him the next time. How would you like to kill him, though?
Next time, I put that wand of fireball away. I take out my other wand of fireball.
How many wand of fireballs do you have?
2.
Where did you...
I don't know. I have 2 wands of fireball on my character sheet, so.
All right. Why not?
So this one will be 14d6 because it's
He's
fully
dead.
charged.
He's dead. Don't
44 or
even bother.
22.
Let's just see if he makes it, just to see how much he suffers. Because if he makes this, the worse he suffers, really, is what it comes down to. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He goes down quietly.
That bonfire he was standing in just erupts and
Oh,
erupts.
I forgot. Yeah, just like napalm going off. All right, and that is where we're going to take a quick break, as the Draconians are not kind of. They are in complete disarray. Those that are not killing each other are running away. The rest of the armies, by the way, you notice, have kind of kept the distance. They started to come closer, so this is the humans and the goblins and the ogres and shit. Everybody but Curlithon notices this because he's in the... Oh, we're going to need to do one last saving throw for you, by the way, before we go to break. But, yeah, you notice that they're holding back. They see the dragon with the rider leaving. And they saw the other dragons go into that tower and not come out. They see these Draconians get fucked up. That is a successful saving throw for Curlithon.
I'm not dead.
Is still alive and going somewhere. Anyway, guys, we're going to take a quick break now as the Battle of the High Claris Tower has ended. Nice work for the most part. So you were able, and again, there's going to be some, not many nights left because you had very few to start with, but being able to utilize the orb the way that you did and getting them to use now look, it was going to have problems against or create problems with the Draconians anyway. That's in the modules, it's in the book. But I gave you a little bit of a bonus to your saving throw based on the fact that you were actively trying to... I'm sorry, Michael, I'll be a little bit more entertaining. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my ragtime doll. Bromanard says, kid is going to torture Curly in the funnest way. Anyway... So I gave you a little bit of bonus to your the saving throws that you had against that for that because you actively asked the dragon orb to see what he could do against it, or it could do against it. I suppose it isn't not gendered. But anyway, guys, we're going to be right back to conclude Dragons of War. Don't go anywhere. I almost said goodbye, and don't go because it's so hard to say goodbye. So just don't go anywhere, and we'll be right back. And we are back. Welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance: Dragons of War, comma, conclusion, comma, part 2, exclamation point. So, Ciderin made a couple of comments about not bothering to say anything about the dad comment because he never knows when the story changes from the novels. That's fair. And then later mentioned he half expects Kender to all of a sudden become 10 feet tall and grow wings and hordes. Now, funny story, once a month on Sundays, we play a game where Michael's brother Chuck of DragonLance Nexus fame runs a DragonLance Ravenloft hybrid game. And my Kender, Glus Blunderbuss, is now 6 feet tall. Due to some magical experiments gone awry. So, not quite 10 feet tall and no wings or horns, but I guess it is still fairly early in the campaign, so you never know what could happen.
He does have a companion, though, named Sticky that rides on his shoulders.
No, it's, what was it? Stickman. Something Stickman.
Sticky Stickman,
Sticky Stickman, yeah, that's what it was. He's some sort of magical being, but yeah, he just hangs out with me. Hangs out in my top knot. It's a fun game. But anyway, so effectively, the battle ends. Out of the 50 knights that you started with, 21 remain. Sir Stefan Normandeau perished in the battle. Of course, you remember from last session that Squire Tenpenny also died heroically. Thomas Uthschitz, Sir Thomas Uthschitz, remains alive and is the commander of these knights, of which there are not many. Now, these aren't the only knights left in Ansalon. There are others in stations in other places, but certainly in this area, that's it. The rest of the Draconians kind of get their shit together after a while once Fogsong stops utilizing the Dragon Orb, and they make their way back to the camp, which is still only about half a day away from you. That being said, their commander has flown off, and they saw what you did to the dragons and how you repelled the Draconians. They do not seem... Yeah, Xander Evercool says 21 out of 50 is not bad considering. It really wasn't. And again, I have a spreadsheet of things that have determined how much support you had, and then how many people live and die during your fight here, and what you chose to do. You guys chose a lot of the right actions, but that was after you only had 50 knights to work with. So, and again, Alphasian dying definitely limited the amount of knights that you guys were going to be able to have as well. You would have had a lot more if he were still alive, even with the actions that you did. But and you were able to take out quite a bit of the Draconian forces due to the Dragon Orb as well, and again, additionally, because of Michael specifically asking the Dragon Orb, or Fogsong specifically asking the Dragon Orb to, to see what it could do about the Draconians. You are able to relax as much as you can. The hours go by. It is evening, late evening, where you see a few horsemen, torches in hand, riding toward the tower from the Dragon Army camp. We still have a few archers up on the battlements, although they're pretty exhausted at this time, but they are still there. We have, again, the knights are keeping watch, as are you guys. Not quite ready to take like an actual long rest or anything like that. But do you do anything as you see these? And they'll, one of the archers who saw them first from up in that battlement, and it's from the south western pass, will obviously send word to you, as you guys are effectively their command. Well, they send to Uthshitz, who's their commander, who comes to you. But anything you're going to do as these 4 riders come toward the tower?
What kind of riders? I mean, are they human? 20?
Roll me a perception check, as it is nighttime, and you don't have Kurlathlon, who can automatically make these things with no issue. 10. They definitely seem to be. They're not draconian, and they appear to be human-sized. So, again, your best bet is that they are humans from that roll.
I will walk out to meet them.
All right. Is anyone going to go with you, or are you going to do it by yourself?
I tell Tasselhoff to come with.
Yeah, sure. Oh, sure. Yes, that'll be. I'd love to see what's going on. This is very fascinating. I've never been in a war before.
Yes, come with me and stand close by.
Yes, of course.
I mean, it's what we do. We step out and wait.
All right, Jadek, are you going to go with, or are you going to let them handle it?
I'll be close by. I'm not going to be with them, but I'll be within earshot.
So you follow behind, but not.
So I follow behind. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
and we'll say
How
that's.
far out are they?
At this point, they're still, not super far. They're about 20, 30 minutes out.
Okay, I cast Layman's tiny hut then as a ritual.
Sure, yeah, you have the ability to
Waited.
do that. You have time. So you do that. You got a tiny hut. You and Tasselhoff are inside, or standing in front of it, or where?
Standing right inside of it.
Okay. They eventually come up to you. Yeah, sorry, Jadek.
Can I be in there too? I'll be in there
Yep.
too, but I'll
Jadek
stay
asks.
there. While you
Yeah, it's like standing
Excuse
outside.
me.
Okay, can I come in the hut too, guys? I'd like to be
Come in
inside
the
the
hut.
hut. It seems pretty safe and warm in there.
It's like it's temperature controlled and comfortable.
It's got like LED lights.
I opened the
Yeah.
I open the door and the blast of cool air from the AC hits me like,
Yeah.
Quick,
okay.
close the flap before you let all the air out.
It's actually the reverse. Since this is winter, it would be the heat and not the
yeah.
AC. It's always a comfortable 70 degrees, I believe, in there.
We have a nice window tint all around, so we're not getting blinded at all by that sun.
Nice.
Yeah, Sidrin says they're Erda. Although I like to say Irda, which was how the guy who did the audiobook on Audible, I guess it was. What's that audiobook thing? I think it's Audible. Like mispronounced
right.
it, but it sounded so much cooler by Irda. He would call them in Dragons of Summer Flame. Anyway, so you get your hut. Everyone gets in the hut. You do allow Jadek into the hut. However, you do not allow, I imagine, Smeen. So he is left standing outside on his own.
Smeen doesn't want to go in the hut.
And
Or at least
Yes,
he
yeah.
says he doesn't want to go in the hut.
yeah.
He's
I don't
given
wanna
the
go in your
option.
hut anyway.
So they ride up, and you can see on the back of their horses are armor-clad bodies.
Okay.
And I can't hear the word hut without thinking of Techno Bowl football on Nintendo, says Xander Evercool. That's pretty funny. I love that game. You play as Bo Jackson, you can't lose. Or the Raiders, you can't lose. You just hand the ball off to Bo Jackson and you just run for touchdowns. The person on the lead horse, sort of puts his hands up, a hand up as he climbs down off of his horse, keeps them up in the air as he's down, and he says, "We have delivered your generals."
Delivered our generals. Explain.
The bodies.
Wait, before you annoy me.
Wow. Okay. We're just here to return the bodies of the leaders of your knighthood.
I believe the leaders of our knighthood are here. Oh, you mean the...
Tasselhoff says, "Sick burn!"
Oh, you mean those who left on their fool's errand? Yes, we shall bury them with whatever honor they are deemed to deserve. Thank you for your consideration.
You're welcome. I kind of thought we'd get a little bit of a different response. Okay, we're gonna leave them here, and then we're gonna go. Everything's cool. We're just gonna go. We're gonna leave them here.
You think you're leaving?
Yeah, we're gonna go.
I think you're surrendering. Isn't that correct?
Okay. I would like to direct you to the rest of the army behind me.
And how far away is it?
They're about, again, a half day's journey.
Okay. And I say, Tasselhoff, please step outside. I have something to show these gentlemen.
Oh, yes, of course. Hello, my name is Tasselhoff
And
Barefoot.
he turns into a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And as he holds out his hand, which is already little, it actually starts retracting into his body as the body grows into this Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Would you like to reconsider your surrender?
This is a little unorthodox. And they looks around and the other guys, and they're nodding their heads, and they're like, "Yeah, I guess." I mean, I don't know how good this is for you, considering you got, I don't know how many men left.
It doesn't matter to you. You've surrendered.
No, that's true. It doesn't matter to me. It should matter to you, but it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck this thing is, and there's a kender inside of it, so that's fucking weird. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, no, all right. He's gonna put his swords down, and
all right.
the others, well, yeah, will as well. They don't know what's going
Go
on.
ahead and secure these gentlemen
Uh,
and their mounts.
who are you talking to?
My companions. I'm hoping that they'll.
Jadek and Smeen.
Jadek, Smeen, Flint, who's ever there.
Jadek's in the hut with like his feet up. He's passed out on the easy chair. Like half
He's
the
just
beer in
watching the
his
T
hand.
Rex like, huh?
Cool.
Yeah. Do it.
I love that the response was, "Yeah, do it," when he was talking to you. Michael, you don't seem to be getting the reaction you're looking for from your companions inside the hut.
Yeah, they seem to be.
Oh wait, no, Jadek go. Oh wait, you mean us? You mean me?
Yes, I mean you. Go secure
All right.
our guests. treat them
sure.
as
Okay,
guests. I
you.
think that's the appropriate protocol.
So Jadic will stand up and, with the point of his scimitar, motion them to stand and start walking towards the tower.
Yeah, they'll do it.
To lock them up.
Might want to tie them up, take away their weapons,
I thought they dropped their weapons. Their weapons are on the ground.
search them, make sure they don't have extra daggers.
Oh my God! All right.
Matter of fact, they can all strip naked right here, and they can march because
Sure.
they can keep a loincloth.
Fine. It's fine. They start pulling the armor off of them.
Out of the four of them, one of them declines the loincloth, and he's remarkably small, which is weird.
Yeah, well, whatever.
That's his kink. So I'm not here to kink shame.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Chris Andrews says in chat, any chance you can text Will after the game and tell him that the battle was won because the party found the Voltron button in the tower? Yes, we will absolutely do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he totally missed that.
He's definitely going to be doing that.
So yeah, I guess we march them back. Whenever it's appropriate, I would turn Tasselhoff back into a Kender.
Cinnamon says, so, is this insane mage also evil? We don't know, Cinnamon. We really don't. We haven't been able to figure this out yet. We don't know.
And by the way,
Happens to be on our side.
the Tyrannosaurus Rex was of course blue.
Yes, I assumed. I should have. In my description, I should have said that, but yes. And he's still there for an hour. So, and by the way, Tasselhoff is super excited about being able to be turned into a Tyrannosaurus Rex. At one point, he was turned into a woolly mammoth. You know, he'll tell you that story once you guys are in there. So now this is the second weird creature he's been turned into. All right, yeah, you're able to lock them up in the tower, and you know, naked, save for loincloths of three of them, and they do return the bodies of Derek Crownguard, Alfred Markennin, Michael Joffrey, and I guess that was all of them. There were three riders. You know what? The fourth one was just he didn't have a body. He was just there. He was just
escort.
he was the spokesman. So
He was the one who declined the loincloth.
yeah, he was just there hoping that he'd have an opportunity to strip and be taken prisoner. Mission accomplished.
Again, no shame.
Yeah, no. People, hey, do what you want to do, man. You know what? You only live once, right? Am I right?
Maybe he's really just a grower. You know, he's not a shower. He's a grower.
I guess we'll see. I don't know that we.
No.
I don't know that
No, we will not. No,
I don't know that we want to go down this road, but okay, you guys are the players. You got player agency. We'll see what happens. Sure. Oh, yeah, he did see a woolly mammoth, did not get turned into one. No, his story didn't change. I just forgot what the story was, Sidorin. So I guess, yes, the story did change. Based on me forgetting what the story actually was. This is an alternate reality, Tasselhoff Burfoot, keep in mind. As well as Kryn in general. You do have these bodies. Nothing else seems to happen, even though the riders do not return. Although we will keep track of that for a later time.
We'll also interrogate the heck out of those prisoners.
Sure.
And the Mad Wizard will probably be a little bit of a Mad Wizard doing so.
So what are you gonna ask them? What's?
I want to know And I would include the knight there, the oof shit guy,
Ruth shits.
to also get his questions in and get a good telling. But I want to know basically all the details of the dragon army, who's in charge of it, the rank structure.
All right, good question. So let's
All the way.
why don't we role play this conversation instead of just talking about it? Because that's better radio and TV, I think.
All right. So yeah, which one are you claim to be in charge of your little group here?
I guess that would be me.
Excellent. And your name?
Fuck. My name is Reginald Longfellow, and he's the guy with the small dick and the no long cloth.
Come on over here, Reginald Longfellow. As you can see here, I have a nice selection of some tea and some nice little sandwiches laid out here for you if you'd like to enjoy them.
No, thank you.
Very well. I have a few simple questions for you. If you would answer them quickly and nicely, it will go easily for you. If you choose to, I don't know, not answer them, it won't go quickly and nicely. Can you see the blue guy over here?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay, excellent. If you see the blue guy over here, that means you're about to feel pain.
Wow. I was expecting knights. I don't know that I would have accepted this task if I had known that there would not be knights involved in this.
What do you mean that he's not properly intimidated? He will be.
Anybody?
He doesn't answer the
See what
questions,
he's
right?
talking to? I can't. I don't.
He's
no.
gonna be properly intimidated,
No,
right? You're
okay.
gonna, yeah,
All right.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
First question for you is, who's the leader of the dragon armies?
The leader of the dragon armies. Well, that's Ariakis, of course.
Oh, very good. See, this is going to be a nice, pleasant conversation with this. And who's the rest of the rank structure within the dragon armies?
Well, they're
After
the dragon high lords. The blue lady being one. You saw
and
her.
where are they located?
Oh, I don't know where she is now. She just flew off with your dead friend.
Right. Where is she normally located? Is she with the army
Wow,
normally?
this is way above my pay grade. I don't know.
See, this
where
isn't
she
a good
lives.
answer for you.
I don't have her address, man. I'm telling you the truth. I don't. I see her here, like when we're marching and shit, and she shows up on that blue dragon of hers. I see her. Sometimes she leaves. I don't know where she goes. I mean, I hear she has some consorts, but I'm not one of them. And then he looks down, and he goes,
Guess we know why. And I kind of glance at the others. What questions might you have about any questions?
It's really just Jadek.
Well, Smeed could be there.
Romanov says, if you choose to laugh at juvenile penis jokes, this interrogation will not go well for you, Longfellow.
I guess Janik would want to know, like, just pure numbers, like how many are left after the battle. And
Oh, in our contingent here? A regiment?
In your
No,
regiment,
yeah, the one that,
and
one that's-
also overall.
Well, overall, there's tens of thousands of us.
So not very many.
Okay.
Should probably give up now.
Yeah, I get no control over that. Just throwing that out there. I'm not even a lieutenant.
he can handle that on his own.
Yeah.
He rages.
Yeah, but left. Yeah, no, hey man, he's got some power. He turned a Kender into some weird blue short arm monster. Yeah. But no, We have here, I don't know, still probably about without the Draconians or whatever's left. Carry the 5. Yeah, we still got about 6,000 out here.
So,
Okay.
good question for you. Why do you serve the Dragon Queen? What did she promise you?
Oh, wow. I have not talked to the Dragon Queen personally.
And why serve her?
Well, see, when I was young, my parents divorced, and I never knew my father's love at a young age. So I became a mercenary. Carrie, stop laughing.
So, you don't really believe in the cause, do you?
Oh, you know what? The cause is power and money. Well, I believe in that, yeah.
But there is no power or money for you now, is there?
Well, no, I got... it's fuck
You have
now.
absolutely nothing.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that when I joined. If I would have known, again, hindsight's 2020. I'm not a psychic. I don't have foresight. I don't have foreskin, as you can see, and
All right.
I couldn't resist. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Let's go back to the Dragon Army itself.
Yeah, let's go back to
The
that.
current battle plans for the Dragon Army.
Oh, wow. You think I have battle plans for the Dragon armies? No, I don't even have underpants. I can't help you.
You don't know what your next mission was going to be, or...
Oh, well, our next mission was going to be taking over Palanthus, but that didn't seem to work out because we couldn't get past this fucking tower.
Yes, and do you know why that was?
I'm assuming you?
Because I was here.
Because you were here. I got it right. I get you. I feel like we're making a connection.
We are. And my next question is going to be really easy for you.
Yes.
What would you improve in the Dragon Army to make it better?
Well, first, tartar sauce. I mean, you ever have fried fish without tartar sauce?
Can't say I've ever eaten
Very
fried
bland.
fish, as you discussed.
Very bland. Dental plan would be another. I've lost 3 teeth just in the last 6 months.
So what you're saying is you're all getting beaten down.
Yeah.
Your provisions are sucky.
Well, no, those are pretty good. The provisions themselves are pretty good. Besides the tartar sauce, I'm a condiment man, as it were.
So if you were to improve the army's tactics, what would those be?
Oh, well, I don't know that I'm much of a tactician. First of all, I would not bring dragons to this tower, I guess, in hindsight. That seemed like a bad idea.
Especially
Otherwise,
last
I think
year.
we're doing pretty well. I mean, I gotta say.
You're doing fairly poorly.
No, well, here, this particular battle, this is the first one we've lost. I mean, I gotta say, it's been pretty smooth sailing through most of Ansalon. Nordmar has been a kind of a pain in the ass, but from what I hear, but that really isn't my problem.
Do you know why you were turned back at the Sylvanesti forests?
The Sylvanesti Forest. I thought we got that one. That was the
you
Green
did some
Armies,
damage
but
there, but
word is
know
that the
why
elves
you
don't
were
even.
ultimately turned back.
Well, we weren't turned back. As far as I know, the elves don't even live there anymore, and that we control it.
Right, because I'm not currently there.
Oh, that was a trick question. Yeah, I got you now. Yeah.
But when I go back, what do you think's going to happen?
Yeah, you're gonna take it back, I guess.
Yeah, it'll be turned right back around again.
Yeah.
Do you see how pointless all of this is for you?
Yeah, Sartre would say that life in general is pointless, and what really matters? Who could say?
I don't know.
Life is hell, hell is life. It's yeah.
I understand there was a draconic mage on the battlefield for a while before he ran away in terror.
Oh yeah, we have a few of them.
and they run away in terror? Is that what they do?
I don't really. I'm not a big magic guy. Kind of creeps me out. No offense.
Uh-huh. So, if you were to kill a dragon, one of your dragons, how would you go about doing it?
Wow. Yeesh. How did you kill the dragons? I'd probably do that route. I'd go that way, I guess.
I just called them into the tower and we chopped their frickin' heads off.
Wow, that's super cool. Yeah, I would do that. I would call them into a tower, chop their freaking heads off.
Then how would you do that?
Well, I don't know, man. I'd call them into the tower. I'd say, yo, dude, dragon, whatever you did. I don't know what you did. And
Guys,
then
I'm
I'd
out.
chop
We're
their freaking heads
listening.
off with some sort of, I suppose, axe.
It seems to be that you're telling me the truth, but you don't seem to have much to tell me.
I don't know why you're even interrogating me. I just came to deliver some bodies. They would not send important people to do that.
Yes. Yeah, I'm gathering. What would it take for you to betray the Dragon Queen and aid us instead?
Oh, very little at this point. Very little.
Uh-huh.
Like just letting me out would be enough.
And would you vouch for your companions?
No. These guys are dicks. I don't really know them. They're work friends more than anything.
I see.
But I wouldn't recommend talking to them individually because it's already 11:22. And this is conclusion part 2. The final conclusion.
Very well, then. If you will swear allegiance to our cause, you may have a purpose in your life yet.
Hey, you know what? That sounds pretty good.
Uh-huh. Well, you should go report to, whatever his name is, Oothshits, and, tell him that you're there to, do whatever he needs you to do.
Yeah, all right. And he'll walk in that direction, stop, turn, and say, do I get pants? Or are we gonna...
Oothshits will take care of all of that for you.
Oothshits got the pants. You got it. All right, yeah. This has been great. It's been really an interesting experience.
I just think it was pain-free. It could have been very, very bad for you.
Wow.
Remember that.
Yeah, no, I will.
Think of me when you close your eyes at night.
I'm gonna try so hard not to. If the gods are in fact real, they will not make me
complete confusion.
They will not make me think of you while I close my eyes to sleep.
It's like, what don't I understand?
Anyway, good talk.
Bring in the other 3.
Oh, come on.
I demand that they swear allegiance as well. Do all of them swear allegiance?
Roll me 3 persuasion checks.
Basically, we have the same conversation.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Alrighty.
DC 15.
One. Two. 3.
2 agree.
So one of them's-
The other does not.
no, one of them's reluctant.
Yeah.
So I kind of stare at him for a while.
He stares back at you with steely gaze.
And, he's going to need a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Chris Andrews says, haha, this interrogation is an exit interview from an office job.
Yeah.
Nat 20, baby.
All right. He's going to need another wisdom saving throw.
God damn it. I just closed out my dice thing. 7. He misses.
All right. He just turned to a mouse, which I pick up
And eat.
and look around at the others and say, this is what happens when you don't agree with me.
But we already
Yes,
agreed.
yes.
We both agreed without hesitation. I don't know why you're doing this. You're worse than the dragon armies.
Oh, fine.
Oh,
be
sure,
that
there was no
way.
dental plan, but they treated us well.
I'll let it live. Fine. And I'll whip it to the ground
Squeak.
and let it turn back into its normal form,
Oh,
kind of bruised. And I ask it again. Would you like to join us?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Yeah. Or roll me intimidation check straight out.
Could have just killed it, but... Ooh.
Intimidation for a 3. No. If this is the way you treat your employees, then, frankly, I'll have none of it. Kill me if you must!
Very well, if that's what you'd like.
I mean, I don't know that I'd say like, necessarily, but I'd rather this than servitude to you, you crazy mage.
Send this one back to his army and tell him I'm coming.
Okay. He gets back in his loincloth and walks. I'm assuming you're not going to give him his horseback.
No.
Yeah, so.
You get back to your army, you tell, what was his name? Arturix? Arturerix?
Ariakis.
Ariakis. Tell Ariakis that I'm coming.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Will do.
Tell him Saren Fogsong is
Oh,
coming.
you have a name. Yes, I should have
Better
asked your name.
prepare
Yes, but okay. Saren Fogsong is coming. Got it.
Speaker from Sylvanus.
Okay, I get it. Yeah, so there's and he keeps walking like 10 feet, then having to stop and turn back. And then continue a little further. Stop and turn back.
All right. What do you mean that was a bad idea?
No, it was a great idea because it provided a lot of comedy for the episode. Some might say ill-placed, but still a lot of comedy for the episode. So I'll take it. All right. Just messed it up. I've got some box text for you. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. The banners of the Solamnic Knights still fly over the tower of the High Clerist. The first major trial of the Whitestone forces has been overcome. Yet this was a costly victory. Many knights, and some friends, have fallen in battle. The victory is theirs, but fought with their lives. The first blow of the War of the Lance has been struck. The heads of the blue dragons felled here will awaken Palanthas. Her armies will soon fight beside the Solamnic Knights. The night is not ended, but now there is at least hope of dawn. A couple of days later, after this is the epilogue, after the battle is over, two of the knights who had been there have gone to alert Palanthas of what transpired, the miraculous victory of the High Clerist Tower. There are 20... How many knights are dead? 29 knights are dead. Plus those that died in the battlefield. You do see during this time that the armies are moving south, away from Palanthas and away from the Clerist Tower. There is a contingent of both a small group of Solamnic Knights along with the army of Palanthas, although not all of them, obviously, but a group of them. march toward the tower. There are people on horseback, people walking by foot. There are carriages. And by the evening of the third day, there are camps outside of the northwestern portion of the courtyard, rather, I should say, of the tower, filled with knights. There are civilians there as well. And they set up camp. In the morning, they plan on a funeral for the knights that are both there, as well as the knights they can't quite get to yet, but they will vow to take their bodies and bury them here in this in the courtyards once the dragon armies are far enough away. The next morning is when the funerals begin. You guys exit the tower where you've been staying, and head out to the courtyard, and you see Uthshitz is there at the head, laid out on stone slabs. In the courtyard are Derek Crownguard, Alfred Markennan, Michael Joffrey, and Alphatian Malkorite. Each one lies in their armor, with their hands over their chest. The only one whose weapon is held in his hands across his chest is Alphatian. The knights all stand, and again, even the 21 that remain from the tower have done their best to buff out their armor, clean off the blood, and the dents are still there. Not much they can do about that. They stand solemnly, surrounding basically in a semicircle the knights that had fallen, including the 4 I mentioned.
And actually, Fog Song would have went through and cast mending on all of their stuff to make it look as pristine as possible.
All right, yeah. So they look much better, and they're grateful for that. There it is. A woman walks out from the crowd and stands at the pinnacle of the semicircle inside of the knights, so in between the knights and the that are standing guard, basically, for those that are fallen and the fallen knights. Gary, what does she look like?
The woman is a relatively average height, maybe a little bit short, around 5'8" or so, but she has a crown of what looks like spring foliage, just little green shoots and little twigs that seem to be like part of her head, and she has makeup of a very pale and with like purple lips and green eyes, and really it gives the appearance of kind of spring coming out of winter. Seems to be what she is going for with this look, and yeah, there you go.
She stands next to Sir Thomas Uthshitz, and he once I pause this music, he says, I know in tradition we would chant the Solamnic Song of Death. However, we have a celebrity, I suppose, in our midst. What's your name?
It's and anyone who has anyone spent any time in Palanthas of
No,
our
none of this group,
people? Okay, so then yeah, it's sad that no one knows Athea Greenmist because everyone in Palanthas knows Athea Greenmist.
Yeah, and there's like a hush over the crowd and a as she walks up, and he says, Athea Greenmist of Palanthas has offered to sing the death song for us. And Gary, I'm not going to make you do this because you have no idea what it is, but I do have a recording of it that those of you at home will listen to as I continue the speech of what's going on. So those of you who are actually playing will hear nothing but silence for a moment until after the first verse.
Return this man to whom us
This is the song, the Knight's Death song. This is the song.
All right,
we sing
it's
at
playing,
the
so you be quiet.
funeral.
You're ruining the moment.
I don't think I am.
You're ruining it.
At the sky's border, receive him. Beyond the wild, impartial skies, have you set your lodgings in cantonments of stars, where the sword aspires in an arc of yearning, where we join in singing.
And as she sings,
Grant to him all warriors
each of the knights,
above
one by
all
one,
singing, above
walk
sound,
to the
may the
fallen,
ages of peace converge
and they
in a
hold their
death,
swords
may dwell in the
out in
heart of
salute.
Paladine,
And
set
this happens
the
for
last
each
spark
of the
his eyes
close to
in a
30,
fixed and
or maybe
holy
over 30
flame,
knights that have fallen here.
above words and
And again, it's
above
one by one. And remember, these are
as
kids,
we
right? These are
recount the
16,
ages,
17, maybe 18-year-old
free from
kids.
the smothering clouds of war,
They still have a look of
he
horror
once
on their
rose
face
in
from what they've seen
infancy,
and what they've
the
done.
long world possible and right
When they are,
before him, Lord, who
when they
might
finish with the
deliver him
saluting
upon
the dead that are lying in front of them,
stars,
they
was
walk
wrapped
over
in immaculate glory
toward
of
the
childhood.
northeastern
From that roamed and
side of
nestling
the tower,
country,
and
Lord, who
they
might
all in
deliver
unison
him.
salute in that direction for
Let
those
the
whose bodies
last
still litter the
surge of his
battlefield.
breath perpetuate wine the
And even
head of
though
flower.
none of the folks from
vanguard
Palanthas
of love, the last to
have seen
surrender,
the
Lord,
carnage
who
out there
might
below,
deliver him.
everyone is quiet as they
Take
do this.
refuge in the
Imagining
cradling air, from
the young men
heart of the sword
who have
descending, from the
bravely,
rain of
although some might
battle
say
on
misguidedly,
Lord, who
went out
might
to
deliver
defeat
him.
the dragon armies.
Above the dreams
That
of
said,
ravens wake,
those that
his
remained,
dreams first tried
even
of
though
rest
their
unchanging,
losses were many,
from the yearning for war and
proved
the war's ending,
once again
Lord, who might
that when men of
deliver
faith
him.
defended
Only
the tower,
hawk remembers death
the
in a
tower
late
did not
country
fall.
from the dusk. From the fate of the
Senate
senses, we are
made bad
thankful
choices
you,
over the course
Lord,
of
who might deliver
the last few months.
him. Then let his shade
And while
to whom
the
arise,
treaties that they
out
made
of the body of death of the
turned out to be
husk
nothing but
unraveling,
bullshit,
from the lodgings of mind
the
upon
disgraced Knights of
nothing, we
Solamnia,
are thankful
along with
that
this
you,
weird
Lord,
group
who
of
might deliver
ragtag
him. Beyond the wall,
who knows, adventurers? The best way we could probably call them.
Ambassadors.
Ambassadors, yeah. A insane elf wizard, a barbarian from the Nordmar Plains, a dwarf from the hills, a minotaur of all things, for the most part, the enemies of the knights, although, there is legend of Huma befriending one and having a lot of success working with one, and a half-elf who gave his life, seemingly, although they don't know he made his saving throws. Gave his life to defend this tower. The glory of the knights seems like it is, if not back, then close to, with the help of these outsiders. After the song ends, Athea, what does she do?
Well, right now, Athea is working on writing a new song about this amazing half-elf she just heard about, Kurlatlon, who apparently had a real epic battle with a dragon and stuff. And so she's like, this sounds great. I'm going to make this into a real big hit. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
No, she is going to actually go over to the group. I'm assuming that the group is together. The party is together at this funeral, but actually, where is everyone else?
Yeah, are you guys together? Are you separate during this?
I would imagine.
Yeah, so you guys are all together.
Yeah, so she would go over to the group, and it's truly a pleasure to meet all of you, and thank you for what you have done here. Palanthus and all of us owe you a huge debt.
This is the audience participation part of the show. He's talking to you, guys. There's two of you left.
Course.
You're just absorbed in your grief, and I understand.
I'm just standing there in my, in my glory, basking in this thing that I assume is completely in my honor. Although I understand that there are others who are being appreciated as well. But I assume that my own heroics are probably overshadowing everybody else's in my own, mental filter. So, and when she comes over, I'm like, yes, you're welcome. Next time, perhaps, maybe we can get some more intelligent assistance when we have to defend something like that. That was a very, very difficult thing to do with such a small force.
I'll get right on. I'll get right on that. I'm sure I can. I'm sure that I can do something to help you with that. So
excellent.
I'll get right on that for you. And she just turns and looks over at Jadek. So how about you? Hi. Jadek's asleep.
Kem-chan, wake up.
What?
Gary's talking to you in character.
Oh.
We're at the end. You can go back to bed in 15 minutes.
Oh, man.
Thea just said hello to Jadek, essentially.
Okay. Jadek nods.
You'll have to forgive my companion. He's quite grief-stricken over the loss of all of those knights. He was emotionally attached with some of them for some reason I don't understand.
Listen, this might sound a little strange, but considering what you all have just done, I was wondering if you might it's strange. I was wondering if I might tag along with you for a little bit. It just, you know, things that like what you've just done happen once in a lifetime, and for someone like me who really needs a good hook for my performances, I would love to just capture some of your energy and maybe help in your fight against the dragon armies, because I am a rather useful person to have around, if I can say that about myself, and I think I can.
Well, that is very interesting. What do you think? And I kind of look up into. Yes. What? No. Well, possibly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, how does a trial basis sound?
Oh, of course, that sounds fine. Fine. So are you the one in charge of this group?
Well, I'm not a captain. That's the captain. I'm the ambassador of the Sylvanesti Elves.
I see, of course. Yes, you do appear to be a very important personage.
Yes. Where's my spell book? I have the signature in my spell book. People wanna.
That sounds fascinating, and I would love to see that sometime, but maybe
Lady
not right now.
Marathanos signed my spell book. No, I don't.
Wow.
It's important that I tell people because it's important that they. Can you believe this guy? He's always like contradicting everything that I say, and it's just
horrible.
Amazing thing, yes.
Wow, yeah. Now, no respect for you at all.
Sometimes, yes.
I understand that must be a very difficult thing for you, especially for someone as important as you.
Yes, it is, and it's about time somebody really appreciates that.
Yes, of course.
As this conversation continues, and the knights and the friends and the family mourn the dead, Flint Fireforge walks away from the group, walks through the tower into the courtyard, facing where Kurlathlon was taken by the Blue Dragon and the High Lord. And in a similar salute that the knights gave to their dead, he holds his battle axe up in the air. A single tear starts to fall down his face, and he brushes it away quickly and pushes back the rest, still holding that battle axe up. And as we fade out, we hear in the darkness a voice say, "Kurlathlon? Is it you?" Kurlathlon opens his eyes. He's in a small cell. It's dark, but with his elven dark vision is able to make out across a narrow hallway in a dingy, dark dungeon is an almost impossibly beautiful figure with silver golden hair of Lorelanthalasa Kanan. And that is where we end tonight's episode. So thank you guys for hanging out with us on D&D Friday for Atomic Peanut Butter Presents DragonLance : Dragons of War, conclusion, part 2, exclamation point. We did it. We finally ended this goddamn module, exclamation point, colon, dot. So the next 2 weeks, we are actually going to be off as I work on DL9 Dragons of Deceit. I think it is. No, that was the first one. I don't remember which whatever. Yeah, it is Dragons of Deceit. Shit, I was right. So we will be back in 3 weeks, however, with our annual Halloween episode of Eberron Morgrave Mythos. So, yeah, Sandra Evercool said that flowed pretty good tonight. That's because Will wasn't here, guys. Only reason. But anyway, we have now completed 9 official modules, and then a 10th module, which we kind of made up, which was the introduction to the other half of the player character cast. So in 3.5 years, we've gone through 94 episodes and 10 modules. We are now in Act 3 of the module. We're basically heading into Dragons of Spring Dawning as we move on from here, guys. And we couldn't do it without you all hanging out with us. We do have on our 100th episode a lot of giveaways that I'm not going to talk about now because it's getting late and I got to pee. But we do want to thank you. We'll talk about those next time. So again, we're going to take a couple weeks off. We're going to be back at the end of October with Eberron, and then first week of November, assuming everyone can be there, we are going to be back with DL9 Dragons of Deceit. So for Gaz, Kemchan, Michael, and Will.Player, who couldn't bother to be here tonight, I am Adam, saying good night. Be safe out there. Be kind to one another. And we will see you next time on Dragonlance. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good night, guys.